Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice, and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by Jim Palmer's Create Your Dream Business Now Academy, a one-of-a-kind live event where Jim will personally teach you how to market and grow a more profitable business faster, even in a crappy economy. During this event, Jim will reveal how to create a $1 million platform on a shoestring budget. You'll learn how to generate a ton of content with ease, how to attract a steady stream of new customers, and you'll also network with other successful marketers and entrepreneurs. This not-to-be-missed event is May the 7th through the 9th in beautiful San Diego and will quite literally transform your business. Do not miss it. Get all the details and register today at www.dreambizacademy.com. www.dreambizacademy.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru and your Dream Business Coach, and as always, I'm committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. It's the end of a very long day. We had a mastermind call. I did 2 interviews, some private coaching, and I also interviewed Susan Peterson from Freshly Picked Moccasins. She was on the Shark Tank. What a great interview that was. Be sure to check that out on Stick Like Glue Radio. I'm sure it's already out right now by the time you're seeing this video. You know, I want to talk about something about pricing and options real quick because it was actually a question on the mastermind. What I'm going to say is not one size fits all, but the strategy can work for you in any business with just a little bit of massaging and implementation. The question happened to be asked by somebody who's a coach, has a coaching program, but whether you're talking about different products or different services or coaching programs or whatever, 3 is, I think, the optimal number of choices to have. So in other words, this person was sharing that they had a coaching program and was doing very well by anybody's measure, doing very, very well, but it was just one option, one price point. And the question was, should I have another one? And I said, well, you should actually have 2 more. You know, I think in most businesses, or I'll say any business, in any product, in any group, you're going to have a certain group of people who always want to have the best. If it's way, way up there in price, it almost doesn't matter. They always want to have the best. I just want to get the best. I want to have the fully loaded Escalade. And then there's going to be people who say, nope, I just want the Pinto. And then there's going to be a lot of people in the middle that might be Taurus shoppers or something like that. But if you look at any group, and by the way, Sears used to do this, Radio Shack, gosh, just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but they always had like the good, better, best, so the strategy works. What you want to do for the most part is price your main program where you want it to be in the middle, all right? And that's where most of your folks are gonna be. But what I explained to this gentleman with the coaching program is, yeah, you got a lot of people coming in now, but there's other people who may not be as far along on the trust journey, all right? How they come to meet you and know you, respect what you've done, hear what you're doing as a coach, but the trust hasn't been built enough for some people to pop into that, what is already a pretty highly priced program, right? And so there's people who would say, you know, I'm just not ready for that, and so there's no other options, they're gone. Could be okay if that's the way you want to do it. What I suggested, my recommendation was to create a lower end program. Doesn't have as many bells and whistles, certainly has very minimal contact with the coach, but there's group coaching, group calls, group training, Facebook, you know, private Facebook groups, forums, all newsletters, all these different things that aren't going to take a lot of the coach's time, so you offer that for a lesser price point. But then I said what you also want to do is create this really, really high price point program. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a $30,000 coaching program. What you may want to do is actually offer a $15,000 or maybe an $18,000 program. Again, just this is your main program at 30, but offer something where people can step in, they'll like it, most likely they'll stay next year and move up or some, you know, as trust develops and they start getting some traction, some success, etc., they can move up. Then you said, my other suggestion was to build a really, really high-end program. I mean, 50,000, maybe 75,000, you might go, holy crap, what's going to be in that? It almost doesn't matter. There's got to be some perceived value, but there's 2 things that will happen with that. Number 1, by having a very, very high price point item, it's going to make the one in the middle, which is your main program, look even more like a bargain, first of all. Second of all, you will, just by default, going to get a certain segment of the population that are going to that are going to take that higher end program, and that's going to make you smile all the way to the bank. Obviously, again, you got to deliver value. So whether it's a coaching program or whether you're doing it doesn't matter. You could be a pool cleaner, all right? So you have your program, and if you charge, let's say you have a pool maintenance program, and there's a monthly fee involved. And this is off the top of my head. We'll see if I can keep going with this. So let's say you got a monthly pool program. You could have something that's in the $40 range every month, and they come out, clean your pool, etc. But somebody may go, well, I occasionally like to clean my pool. I don't want you to do this, that, and the other thing. I buy my own chemicals, whatever. You could have something for $18 to $20 a month. That gets you in the door, gets you a client, gets them paying you regularly. And then, by the way, it also gives you an opportunity to sell them because they're going to be seeing you at least once or twice a month or something like that. You could market to them, talk about with a newsletter, maybe talk about success stories of people in the upper end program. And then, by the way, you could also have, so let's say you have an $18 or $20 a month and you have a $40 a month, you could have a $100 a month program. Well, what are you going to put in that, Jim? What I would put in that is something along the lines of VIP, concierge level service. Think of what you could do to make the program extra special. Maybe there's certain services. Maybe it includes cleaning the patio furniture, and you just, I don't know. You figure that out. You put a few more things in, but the very fact that this is your VIP concierge level program, I'm almost guaranteeing you there's going to be a certain number of your customers will opt into that because that's what they want. That's how they fly all the time. So what you want to do is have 3 price level programs. You want to have your core program in the middle. That's where most of the people are going to be. There's going to be some people who opt into the lower price point because that's all they can get right now, but have no fear, those people will get some success, see some value, trust will build, and they'll eventually move up. But then in addition to that big group, the group down here, you're going to have a small group that also pops in to the higher end program. So it really is good, better, best, 1, 2, 3, however you want it, A, B, C, but have 3 options, all right? And I'm going to self-grade myself. That's about an A. First of all, it's an A on content, but it's an A that I got through this at the end of this long day. But you know what? I'm 3 days behind in my video. I don't mind telling you, and I have to do it today. So this is what flies. Anyway, good lesson. Yeah. So have three options, explain it, good. And don't just have, option 1, option 2, and don't call it beginner or entry level, something like that. Each one has to have a pretty kind of a cool name, something that references where they are, so maybe you got a lot of people from, internet marketing use, gold, silver, gold, platinum, things like that. You can do that. I like to have names that kind of kick ass, if you know what I mean, pardon my French. But in my coaching program, for example, I have my Platinum Business Accelerator. I have my Titanium Profit Boosting Program. Then I have my Elite VIP program, which is my high level. So each one, gets a little better and signifies something. So be a little creative with the name as well. And I'm starting to lose my voice now, so I'm going to end. By the way, this is only one strategy that I teach at Dream Business Academy, and as I record this, we are sold out of titanium seats. We have 12 platinum seats left. There you go, platinum and titanium. We have 12 seats left, and then we will be sold out for Dream Business Academy San Diego. That's May 7th, 8th, and 9th. Go ahead and register your seat before you get locked out. It's going to be an amazing. We just cover all of this kind of good stuff, and you will go home with a blueprint on how to create your $1 million platform on a shoestring budget. Dream Biz Academy, dreambizacademy.com. As I said, go to Stick Like Glue Radio. That's my weekly podcast. And the episode that should be on the air right now is Susan Peterson from the Shark Tank. Lots of great nuggets and stories. Her story is awesome, but I also dive into what it's like being on Shark Tank, how she prepared, and things like that. You can subscribe to Stick Like Glue Radio at iTunes and getjimpalmer.com. Before the day's out, look for ways that you can do something nice for somebody. One random act of kindness at a time. Just put a smile on some stranger's face or do something. It could be as simple as waving them into traffic ahead of you. You're still going to get home 30 seconds later. It's going to make them feel good because they're so used to people just, you're not getting in here. You let them in, makes them feel good, makes you feel good also. All right. All right, my name is Jim Palm. I'm quite tired, but I think I've just delivered some value. So if I did deliver value, click the like button, click the share button, and pass along my smart marketing and business building advice. Until next week, another episode of Newsletter Guru TV. I'm Jim Palmer, your host. I'm the Newsletter Guru always. I'm also your dream business coach. And why? Because I'm committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. Until next week, you take good care.